Even in a quiet news window, a few Galaxy S26 Ultra details just leaked, and they matter more than they seem. Some of these changes could affect how Samsung prices, positions, and even sells the phone. Let's unpack everything step by step, because the implications go deeper than the headlines suggest. Let's start with pricing. A new report from South Korea says Samsung still hasn't finalized Galaxy S26 pricing. The reason isn't strategy, it's pressure. Component costs are climbing, especially memory, and overall manufacturing has become more expensive. We're already watching Chinese brands slowly raise prices, not just on new launches, but even existing models. Samsung is stuck between two bad options: raise prices and risk weaker sales, or hold prices steady and accept lower margins. That tension is why pricing is still undecided. What makes this more interesting is Samsung's approach with the Z TriFold. Reports say Samsung is losing money on every unit sold, pricing it below production cost on purpose. That sounds wild, but the goal isn't profit, it's proving technical leadership, which explains the limited availability. But that strategy doesn't work for the Galaxy S series. The S26 lineup is Samsung's core business, not a showcase experiment. These phones need to sell in volume and make money. So whatever decision Samsung makes here will tell us a lot about its priorities going forward. Now let's talk software. UNI 8.5 will debut with the S26 series, and it introduces two features aimed at cutting data usage and improving battery life. The first one is Adaptive Data Saver, and it works in a very practical way. When enabled, social apps stop preloading videos. Clips only load once you tap them, and autoplay can be disabled entirely. If you were never going to watch a video, your phone won't waste data loading it. Samsung says quality stays unchanged. Most users have unlimited data, but for anyone who doesn't, this could make a real difference. Less background loading means less wasted data, and that efficiency adds up quickly over time, especially on social-heavy usage patterns. The second feature is a network-focused battery saver. This isn't the usual power-saving mode. Instead, UNI uses AI to reduce background network activity when you're not actively using the phone, like overnight or during long idle periods. Social apps constantly ping servers, waking Wi-Fi and 5G radios. Those wake-ups drain power. By limiting unnecessary background calls, the phone stays in deep sleep longer. That's one of the most effective ways to improve standby battery life. On the camera side, a recent rumor has now been confirmed. The S26 Ultra can shoot 24-megapixel photos by default, but only if you enable it through Samsung's Camera Assistant app. Internal code discovered by Android Authority backs this up. Once enabled, you'll have 4 shooting options. What's notable is this may not stay exclusive to the S26 Ultra. Older Ultra models could get it too. Since higher megapixel modes hurt dynamic range, 24 megapixels might land right in the sweet spot. One last thing to know before buying. All S26 models get built-in magnets for proper Qi 2.2 support, magnetic charging and accessories included. But here's the catch. This only truly benefits users who run their phone without a case. Sam Mobile nailed this point. You already get MagSafe style behavior on the S25 Ultra with a magnetic case, and faster charging comes from Qi 2.2 itself, not the internal magnets. And finally, Samsung is working on an extremely wide Z Fold 8 alongside the regular version, and early renders are already turning heads. Click right here to see what it might look like, and I'll catch you in the next one.